Hi, I'm Jeff Hoyt, Editor-in-Chief of SeniorLiving.Org. Regular viewers of our YouTube channel are familiar with attorney Eric Olsen, Executive Director of the Helps nonprofit law firm. He's appeared in many of our videos to help seniors struggling with debt. Well, in today's video, Eric wants to help the hundreds of thousands of Social Security recipients who still owe money on their student loans. But this appearance is special, as it was Eric's own law firm that helped secure a settlement with the U.S. government. The result? Seniors with student loan debt won't have to worry about the government taking away any of their precious Social Security checks for now. Now, Eric will also explain how the government used to be able to take money out of your Social Security checks to repay your student loan debt, how his firm helped put a stop to that practice, how he's still trying to improve the situation for seniors with student loan debt, and how his law firm could help you with your financial situation at no charge. Because of social distancing, we'll be conducting the interview via Zoom. Hi, it's Jeff Hoyt, Editor-in-Chief of SeniorLiving.Org. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with Eric Olsen. Eric's an attorney, and he leads the Helps nonprofit law firm. Welcome, Eric.
Thanks for having me today, Jeff.
Thanks for being here. Lots of times we talk about different financial and other aspects that affect seniors, but today I want to talk about some of the work your law firm was doing actually in court. You guys were involved in a recent court case, and I just want to hear the details.
Glad to share that with you. And I think it's important for people to know this. So I live in Oregon. Helps is a 501c charity, and we represent seniors that have debt they can't afford to pay. We represent a lot of seniors that owe student loans and that they can't afford to pay. And we were approached by Northwest Legal Services several years ago about filing a class action lawsuit that would require and make it easier and change the process for offsets of Social Security for seniors that owed student loans. So I'll explain. The law provides that if you have a student loan, no matter how old you are, and the debt never goes away, it's going to be there, a government insured student loan, the government, a student loan provider can send a notice to the Social Security Administration that they want to take 15% of your Social Security. And that was happening to at least several 100,000 seniors and more, and going up every single year. Okay, it was a huge problem, and a very minimal amount was protected. So, I mean, if you were a senior making, $1,200 in Social Security, they could take out whatever, 15% of 1,200. That's a lot of money, especially if you're poor or lower income. That's your only income. $100 for someone that only getting $1,000 is a huge amount of money. Okay, so this was a big problem, and so we worked with Northwest Legal Services, and back in 2020, we filed a class action lawsuit. And we're called the representative plaintiff, and the clients in the class action, most of them are Helps clients that were being garnished or having set-offs of Social Security. And the lawsuit's progressing, but soon after we filed the lawsuit, COVID came into play, and the government, thankfully, on their own, stopped offsets of Social Security. This 15% offsets. And if it's happening, it really shouldn't be, because you got to realize that the Social Security, the student loan system is really complicated. And there is a way that the student loan, the requirement to pay student loans can be waived, or less. The amount that they can collect from you is lessened. It's called an income-based repayment plan, and it's really complicated. But it's really complicated for young people, but for seniors, it's just really complicated. And they were having a really difficult times being able to, or disabled people being able to navigate how to get to qualify for an income-based repayment plan. And mostly seniors, if they knew how to do it, most of these that were having their income garnished, I suspect the vast majority of those could have qualified for an income-based repayment plan and not had to pay anything at all. So that's where the problem was. A lot of seniors were having their Social Security taken. I believe that based on the thousands of clients that we talked to that have faced this, that the vast majority of those that were having their income, their Social Security offset by 15%, if they knew what to do or knew how to do it, they could have had that stopped. But the process was so complicated, so difficult, the forms so unreadable and not friendly, that it was just, impossible for seniors to navigate that. And so that's the reason the class action lawsuit was filed. So, and it's progressing. A few months ago, the government agreed to stop offsets of Social Security for student loans until August of 2022. Now, we published a press release on this, but I don't think the government's published a press release. They really haven't get the notice out, but Social Security won't be offset until after August of 2022. Now, we're hopefully between now and then, we're going to try to work. Maybe we can work out a settlement agreement with the government to change their procedures, make it much easier for seniors. There should be no reason why the procedure shouldn't be streamlined and made easier and help made available so that they don't have to worry about having their Social Security garnished or 15% of it taken from them. After all, Jeff, these are seniors that are lower income and poor. And, when you take money from a senior that only getting $1,200 for student loans and they can't pay their medicine, then wow, their society costs otherwise. We don't want them getting sick. So we're really optimistic that there's going to be some dramatic results as a result of this, so that lower income and poor seniors who can't afford to pay old student loan will have a simpler process to have it be in a position where they don't have to pay it. Okay. Now, IRS has a way to do this. If a person owes taxes, it's pretty easy to get on non-collectible now status with IRS. But student loans, totally different story. You're trying to navigate through a maze on how to do this and what to do. It's hard enough for a younger person, but for a senior that maybe is not computer savvy and stuff, it can be really difficult.
Great. So in a nutshell, the case is still going on, but for now, the government has agreed not to try to collect old student loans from Social Security recipients until after August 1st of 2022.
That's exactly right.
And you're hoping that it is resolved by them making it much easier for seniors who can't afford to pay to make it so they don't have to pay these student loans back.
Yeah, we've been working on it with them. We've been working on forums and trading information and making suggestions. Yeah, I think, I think the current administration's been very open. I'm optimistic there'll be a good result.
Great. And if someone, a senior owes student loans, is confused by the process or thinks they shouldn't have to repay it, can the HELPS nonprofit law firm help them?
Absolutely. We haven't had to work on that lately because we haven't been facing it because of this delay or this current deferment or stay in offsets of Social Security. But a lot of seniors that owe student loans have other debt as well. And so we help them with that debt. And in addition, we help them so they can navigate the process so they can get the student loans deferred or not, so they don't have to pay them.
Great. And how can people interested in your services contact Helps?
We're all over the internet. Helps, HELPS, nonprofit law firm. You can just search Helps nonprofit law firm. Find our website. There's lots of information about us, articles and videos. And if they have questions, they can call us on the phone and we'll talk to them. We don't turn anyone away that needs our help. We're a 501c charity and we help thousands of seniors, all 50 states. Our main function is we protect seniors from unwanted collector contact, so they don't have to deal with collectors calling and harassing them anymore. When we represent them, collectors have to leave them alone. And then our next mission is to educate seniors how they can maintain their financial independence. And so that's what this is part of. We consider part of our mission to help lower income and poor seniors that owe debt that they can't afford to pay, and find other solutions for them. And as far as I know, we're the only organization in the United States that focuses exclusively on lower income and poor seniors and their problems.
Great. We'll really appreciate your help and keep up the good fight.
Thanks very much for having me, Jeff.